Hey Carol, this is Judy Wilson from Fayetteville. I see that you're a delegate for the convention on the 3rd as well, and that's why I'm calling you. Have you decided who you're going to be supporting yet? Well, then I'm glad I called. You know, we have some great guys running, but I'm supporting Alex Johnson, and I'll tell you why. I've been doing this now for over 40 years and praying God would raise men like him. And he has what I believe that we have been looking for. What is the most important issue for you? Well, raising the money is important. But just remember, that's not how we got our president in the White House. And having the contacts is important, but that's not how we got our president in the White House. It wasn't the money, it wasn't the contacts, it was the hard workers like you and like me that are out in the fields, that are taking the time to do the work. That's how it's going to happen. That's how it's going to happen now. But we do need leadership, and we need it at the state level. You know we're in trouble. We all know that. It's not that we have problems. The thing we need to decide is how we're going to solve them. And we do that by putting somebody at the helm that's going to steer us where we need to be. And what do you know about Alex? No, he's not a libertarian. I've heard that so much, I'm getting weary. He is, I asked him the same question because that was important to me too. He is a GOP Republican through and through. He embraces those values, those goals. He cherishes that brand, and he wants to restore the brand. And we need to do that. And he has the energy and the lack of the bad connections to make that happen, to accomplish that. What else is your concern? Do you have any other concerns about supporting him? Because you told me it was between him and one other person. Oh, well, he is young, and that's not a bad thing. That's a positive thing. I don't know your age, but in my age, I look back and I recall having the greatest energy I'd ever had, the greatest hope and vision I'd ever had, made the biggest decisions of my life, raising my family, teaching my children. I did all those things, and so did you in your youth. If you're young, you'll be doing them now. And Alex has that thing that we have, but he's not been beaten down with the idea of, well, you can't do a thing. He just goes ahead and does it because he hasn't listened to those who suggested he couldn't. We need that. Remember when we had that? We need that in our leader now. And youth is not a four-letter word, and it's not a social disease. It's a time in our life where we have our biggest dreams, and we need someone that has the dreams and the energy to bring them to pass. And that's what Alex is about. Now, tell me about the other candidates you're considering. Yes, he is. He is a good guy. He's very sincere. And I like that about him. And if I wasn't supporting Alex, he would be my man. But sincerity alone is not going to do it. The energy that Alex has and that I've seen from him, and the fire in his belly and the burden in his heart, that has shown me more than I ever dreamt that we would have the opportunity to embrace here. And that's what's needed. We can't settle for less. We can't, play games. We can't even go second ballot. We have to make our decision because it's going to impact us. So I hope you'll take these things, I'm glad I could answer some of your questions, but do me a favor. When you get to the convention, you find Alex Johnson and you take that man's hand and you ask him the questions that you have, and you let him give you peace in your heart that you can support him and that you're thankful to do so. Thank you. And look, if you have any questions, here's my phone number. You call me back and I'll be glad to discuss it with you. If I don't know the answer, I'll find it. You have a blessed day. Bye-bye.